This episode contains mature content. See the episode description for details.
I am a folklorist. Recently in my career, I've become intrigued by stories of large spectral dogs that appear to certain individuals, often serving as a portent of disaster. Such creatures have long been encountered in Great Britain. In Lancashire, it is called Shrieker. In Yorkshire, the Barcast. No matter the name, these apparitions often herald a kind of spiritual crisis, as though they are drawn exclusively to the lost and the damned.
Spoken Signal Audio Drama presents Black Dog Anthology by Robert Arnold. Episode 1, Come to the Woods.
Here you go, Paul. Your man is in room C.
All right. You came. You got my message?
I got it, Mr. Gordon, though I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Howie, you'll leave us alone for a while, won't you? I mean, so we can talk?
That all right by you, sir?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, then. Just don't let him get too near the partition. If he looks like he's trying anything, and I mean anything, the cameras will see him, and the boys will come running. You've got half an hour, Paul. I'll be right outside.
Well, Mr. Gordon?
It's good of you to come, you know. It really is so good of you.
Mr. Gordon, we don't have much time.
You're right. You're right, we don't. Me especially. I don't have much time at all. Just 2 weeks now, you know?
I know.
Sometimes I try to imagine it, but I'm still not totally clear on everything. I know they bring me a meal, of anything. I can order whatever I want.
Yes.
And then, sometime after I'm done, they'll come for me, all in a big group, and they'll gather around me and walk me to a little room somewhere, and
Mr. Gordon, why did you ask to see me?
They said if I wanted, I could talk to a priest. A priest? Can you imagine? What could a priest possibly do for me now? But I read your book. It was in the library here. I was supposed to return it already, but Howie, he let me hold on to it until... Well...
I don't claim that the stories collected in my books are true, Mr. Gordon. I'm interested in them only as stories. To that end, I simply recount them as they are recounted to me, and, whenever possible, try to place them in a larger cultural context, hoping to discover some insight, some deeper meaning.
Well, in that case, I'm doing you a favor. I'm giving you a story that's 100% true. And all I want is for people to know that's all I want anymore.
The warden has allowed me to bring in a recorder. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
All right, then. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I guess I should start with that first day, that day in the woods. Listen, I want you to know that I'm a regular person. I don't see things, okay? I don't hear voices, anything like that. Other than the stuff I'm about to tell you, everything in my life has been prosaic. I want you to know that.
All right, Mr. Gordon. The woods, you said?
Yes. This was years ago, when I was a boy. There was a group of us who would play in the woods at the edge of our neighborhood.
Eddie! Eddie!
one of us, Eddie Bartlett, one day we were all out in the woods and he just disappeared. Wandered off and never came back.
Eddie!
Oh, come on. It looks like it's about to rain.
Hang on a minute. Did you just hear something?
After a while, the police were called in. They got search parties together, helicopters, the whole bit. But they couldn't find him.
Paul, come on.
Oh, be quiet, will you, Derrick? You can go home if you want to, if you're scared.
2 years passed. Eddie's family moved away, and the rest of us went on with our lives. My friends and I still went into the woods every so often, but now when we went, it was to look for Eddie. We made a game of it, really. I think we had decided that he was living out there, that he'd left on purpose to make his home somewhere in the woods. We figured one day we might stumble across him while he was gathering firewood or hunting for food or something like that. I mean, we were kids. It's not like we had thought it through. At any rate, we all felt sure that Eddie was still alive.
Paul, this is stupid. It's already getting dark. If we're out here when the rain hits...
Shh! Listen.
Jesus!
I was out there one evening with Derrick Hamner, another kid from the neighborhood. We'd gone all the way up to the edge of the lake, more than a mile into the woods.
Paul, what was that?
Shh! It's him. It's Eddie. Come on, this way.
Paul, look! What is that? Paul, what is that?
He was lying in a heap on the shore. It was getting dark by that point, but I swear, he looked just like he did the last time I saw him, clothes and everything. Like not more than a few hours had passed since he disappeared. He was on his back. His mouth was moving, making these horrible sounds. And there was something standing over him.
Oh my God.
Shut up. Shut up.
It was huge. Almost the size of a deer. Its fur was pitch black. It had its head down, and it was... God help me. It was eating him.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Derrick, be quiet.
Eddie. Oh God, Eddie.
Derrick shouted, and the thing heard us. It looked up in our direction. Its eyes were pink and solid like a rat's eyes. It stared straight at us. I could hear it growling. I thought it might come after us, but it just stood there, staring like it was studying us, memorizing our faces. Derrick lost it and ran. I thought for sure the thing would take off after him. But eventually it turned around and walked into the lake. Just walked right into the water. It went deeper and deeper until finally it disappeared. And that was it.
Did you get a closer look at the body?
Are you kidding? I got out of there. I ran like hell. Derrick and I both went home and told our parents, and they called the police. We were absolutely hysterical. The newspaper said that the body was decomposed, as if Eddie had been lying there ever since he disappeared. But I swear he hadn't looked that way to us. And besides, if his body had been by the lake that whole time, someone would have found him. I always wondered if there were bite marks on him. You know, if it looked like he'd been mauled. But of course, no one I knew could tell me that. Certainly my parents didn't want to talk about it. They thought it was too morbid a thing to dwell on. So, that was how it started. That was the beginning of it.
You mean you saw the dog again?
Oh, yeah. But Derrick saw it first. Derrick and I didn't stay friends. As we got older, he hooked up with a different crowd, started getting into trouble. He'd never been a problem before, but all of a sudden it was like no one could control him. Eventually, his parents sent him off to some kind of military school. I didn't hear from him for a long time. Then, during Christmas break one year, he called me from out of the blue. Hello?
Paul, it's me. Listen, no bullshit now, okay? Has it been after you?
Derrick? Is that you?
I see it everywhere now. I can't get away. Yeah, it used to be just while I was sleeping, and then it was all right. I could handle it then, but now it's any time, Paul. Even when I'm wide awake.
Derrick, I can barely hear you. What are you talking about?
For a long time, I was confused, but I think I finally figured it out. It wants to have us, Paul. Just like it had Eddie. I thought I could be strong. I thought I could fight it, but now I know that it will never leave me alone. And I'm not sure how much longer I can keep it out. Paul, listen to me. You have to come to the woods. Right now. It's important.
Derrick.
Paul, I mean it. Come to the woods.
He was gone. I tried calling him back and his mother picked up. She told me he had just left, bolted out of the house like a madman. I didn't go to the woods like he asked. I was scared to see him. He sounded so strange. A few weeks later, we heard that Derrick had had some kind of breakdown at his school. He'd gotten his hands on a rifle and had opened fire out on the quad. Some serious injuries, but thankfully no one was killed. A few of his classmates managed to get the gun out of his hands. After that, Derrick got sent away again. To an institution this time. I wondered if maybe I should visit, if they'd even let me. But at the same time, I knew I couldn't face him. Just like I couldn't face what was happening to me. See, right around then, for the first time I could remember, I dreamed about the dog. There it was, standing by the lake shore, gnawing at poor Eddie's stomach. I watched it look at me with those dead pink eyes, then turn around and wade into the water, just like before. It was a dream, of course, but it was so real. I jumped awake with my heart racing. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced. I thought I was losing my mind. I had no idea that this kind of thing had happened to other people before. That much is true, isn't it? I mean, those other people, they really saw it, right?
I couldn't say, Mr. Gordon, but I can tell you that similar apparitions have been reported for centuries.
I remember this one story from your book, the one about a church.
2 churches, actually, 12 miles apart from each other in eastern England. In 1577, they were simultaneously attacked by a large black dog that breathed fire. 4 parishioners were killed, and another was so badly burned that he was said to have shriveled up like a drawn purse. One of the churches is there today. They say if you visit, you can still see scorch marks on the doors.
Is that true? Have you been there?
No. As I said, Mr. Gordon, I'm not interested in the truth value of these legends, only in their significance as stories.
Well, anyway, I believe it. After what I've seen, I believe it. Because the thing just kept coming back. As the years went on, the dreams increased. I wasn't just seeing the dog in the woods anymore. Now it was showing up in other dreams, too. It might not turn up for weeks at a time, months even, and I'd start to think it was over. But then, all of a sudden, there it would be, in the distance or in the corner of whatever room I was dreaming about, standing there, growling, staring at me. By the time I left home, the dreams had started to affect my personality. I was quieter, nervous. I'd find a doctor, get some medication, and that would help for a while. But eventually, the dreams always came back. And that wasn't the only thing.
Paul, listen to me. Come to the woods.
Derrick? Derrick, is that you?
I mean it. It's important.
How did you even get this number?
Paul, please. Come to the woods.
I tried to move on with my life. I was in college and struggling a bit, but generally okay. I even started dating.
Come on, Paul. I bet you could do it.
You heard the lady, friend. Step on up. That'll be 2 tickets, please.
How many do I have to make?
1 basket gets you anything on the first row. 2 is good for anything on the second row. Hit all 3 and you get to take home one of those stuffed animals there.
That should be no sweat for you, Paul. He's on a team at school.
It's just intramurals. And come on, Lila, don't you know these things are rigged? I'd be willing to bet.
Paul? Paul, what is it?
How could I tell her? How could I tell her when I wasn't even sure myself? But I could have sworn that out of the corner of my eye, I had seen a familiar black shape appear from a nearby tent and slip off into the crowd.
Paul, are you okay?
Hey, your boyfriend don't look so good, honey. Sorry, no refunds.
Come on, let's go sit down.
Wait. It's there.
Hey, where are you going? Hang on a minute. Paul!
I saw it again. Then again, a dark flash of movement among the crowd. It was weaving its way through people's legs, heading somewhere very deliberately, like it had an appointment to keep. It was smaller than I remembered, smaller than it had been when Derrick and I first saw it in the woods. But there was no mistaking those pink eyes, that long black muzzle filled with teeth. I shoved my way through the crowd. I managed to follow the thing out through the last row of tents, out into the dark space at the edge of the fair. And then it was gone. Sweetheart? Hello? Hi there. What are you doing out here by yourself?
It's okay. Come on. Come on.
It's just an empty trailer, honey. There's no one in there. Where are your parents? I'm sure they're worried about you.
Come on now. Come on.
Are you lost? Why don't you let me help you find your parents? Who are you talking to under there?
Come on, puppy. Come on out. Come on out, puppy.
Oh, God. Get away! Get away from her, goddammit you! Get away!
Mommy!
Carrie! My God, what are you doing to her?
Mommy!
Nothing. She's fine. There was a dog under there, and I told her it wasn't safe.
You stay away from her. Carrie, come on. Come on, darling. Let's go find Daddy. It's okay, sweetheart. Come on now.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help her. I was just trying to help.
I take it the dog had vanished.
Yes. It was gone. But something significant had happened. Something that kept me up the rest of that night and nights after. For the first time since my childhood, I had seen the dog while I was awake. It wasn't just a part of my nightmares anymore. Somehow it had escaped. I know it sounds crazy. I know things like that aren't supposed to be literally real.
Well, it is true that black dogs are often invoked as a metaphor. Churchill famously described his depression as a black dog.
And I can understand that. I've dealt with depression. That's its own kind of hell. But what I was going through was something else. Something different. After all this, the nightmares only increased. I couldn't handle school anymore, so I dropped out. I had a few different jobs over the next couple of months, but I was anxious and I wasn't sleeping much, so it was hard to stick with anything for long. I got a place in a ratty old apartment building called the Twin Oaks. I guess you've heard of it. Things got worse and worse there, until one night... For a minute, I thought I must still be dreaming. Then I realized that it was actually there. It was there with me, inside my room. I couldn't see it in the dark, but I could hear it. Pacing, walking around and around the bed, circling me. For a while, I was too scared to move, too scared to do anything. I tried telling myself it couldn't possibly be real. Then eventually, as it passed by, I managed to reach out my hand and... Oh, God! Oh, God! God! When I turned on the light, the dog had vanished. But I had felt it. I'd felt its fur brush against my fingertips. It was oily, coarse, and hot somehow, like embers. Hello.
Paul, listen to me. You have to come to the woods right now. It's important.
I'm on my way. The Twin Oaks wasn't too far from where I grew up. It took me about an hour to make the drive, and another half hour to walk out to the lake where Eddie Bartlett's body had been found. The whole time I wondered if Derrick would really be there.
Paul, you came. You finally came.
He was older, of course, and so wasted and gaunt that he looked more like a skeleton than a man. But it was him. Derrick, how did you get here? Aren't you supposed to be...
It's been happening to you too. I can tell.
Yes. It has. What can we do about it?
Now he wants to do something about it. Now, all these years later, you know, if you come when I asked you to, that first night, you might have saved me, spared me from all of this.
Derrick, I don't understand.
I told you to come to the woods. I waited for you.
I know. I'm sorry.
Paul, you're not listening to me.
He stepped closer, and for the first time I could see that he was holding something in his hands. A rifle. Derrick, please, I don't understand. How could I have saved you?
I told you. I figured it out. I figured out what it wants.
What do you...
And I thought that if I could give it something it wants, then maybe it would leave me alone.
Derrick, please.
Paul, forgive me.
Wait!
I thought I could give it you.
Wait! Derrick, please! Please, wait! I can kill it. Listen to me. Listen! I can kill it.
How?
I touched it. I felt it. It's real again. It's in the world. And that means I can kill it. I just have to find it. I thought maybe you could help me. Do you know where it is? Derrick? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Paul, it's coming. You have to be quick.
What about you?
If you mean what you say, then maybe you can free me. Me and Eddie both. I'm counting on you, Paul. God, all these years. I don't know how much more of it I can take. It's here. Paul, run. Don't look back.
But
now!
I ran. I wanted to confront it then and there, but I knew I wasn't ready. I had to get away. As I ran deeper and deeper into the woods, behind me I heard... I realized at some point that I wasn't even sure which direction I was heading. I was in a part of the woods that was unfamiliar to me. Eventually I came across a cabin. Just some ramshackle little place. It looked abandoned. The front door was standing open. Outside, among the junk and debris scattered through the yard, I found a rusted shovel. That was when it caught up to me. I managed to hit it with the shovel, and I really think I hurt it, because for the first time, it seemed wary of me. Back! Get back! Back! I managed to corner it on the porch of the little cabin. Then I backed it through the front door. It was inside. I had it trapped. I looked around again and spotted an old gasoline can in the yard. It was still mostly full. Go back to hell. As the cabin burned, I heard. It was over. I had won. I sat down in the grass and watched the cabin burn. And then, whether it was from exhaustion or something else, I blacked out. I came to, I wasn't in the woods anymore. Somehow I was all the way back in town, back at my apartment building, the Twin Oaks. And it wasn't the cabin that was burning. Seven residents died that day, plus 2 firefighters. 3 or 4 different witnesses said they saw me dousing the lobby and the building exterior in gasoline. Saw me light the fire. Which means all those people who died, I did that. I didn't argue. Didn't fight the charges at all, in fact. I knew the dog had tricked me. I knew it had won, and that in the end, it would get what it wanted. Even when you don't fight, the system takes a long time. I've been in here for a decade now. A whole decade of thinking about it, dreading it. But soon, finally, it will all be over. I haven't seen the dog since that day. Not once, not in real life, not even in my dreams. But I know it's still there. Will I see it again, I wonder? Will I walk into the chamber and find it curled up on the gurney waiting for me, ready to lead me to wherever it is I'm going? After all these years, finally ready to claim me. I don't know. But either way, I know I'll be getting what I deserve.
Postscript to Paul Gordon interview. Particularly in stories where a black dog proves malevolent, it is always easier to view it as some external force, as an autonomous specter that haunts us, visiting its evil upon the world. Far more difficult is to recognize it as representative of the beast inside each of us, an embodiment of the pain we humans endure and inflict upon one another. Bartender, will you turn up the volume of that television, please? Just for a moment.
Sure thing.
Confirmed the death by lethal injection of convicted arsonist and murderer Paul Francis Gordon. Gordon was led into the execution chamber at midnight, where witnesses say he became agitated and had to be forcibly restrained. Reportedly, his cryptic last words were, "It's here. I knew it. It's here." In other news, a statewide summit gets underway this evening.
Creepy. Wasn't he the guy who burned down the Twin Oaks? You gotta wonder what would make a person do something like that. Hey, you alright there, friend? You look like someone with a lot on his mind.
Not a thing. Here you are. I don't need any change. Good night.
Episode 1 of Black Dog Anthology was written by Robert Arnold and featured the voices of Rodney Rastall as the Folklorist, Robert Arnold as Paul, Marques Brown as Derrick, Harper Brown as young Paul and the little girl, Perry Hall as young Derrick, Jamie Bosanko as the guard, Jennifer Tissot as Lila, Matthew Teter as the Carnie, Erin Calaway as the mother, Walter Mack as the bartender, and Ashley Trevathan as the newscaster. Principal dialogue recorded by Mike Wilson at Archer Recording Studio in Memphis, Tennessee. Music by Eric Jorgensen. Sound effects by Robert Arnold, with additional sounds from soundstripe.com and freesound.org. Artwork by Derrick Dent. Special thanks to Chris Jowers, Mandy Martin, and Leslie Barker. Assistant directed by Karen Strawn. Produced and directed by Robert Arnold. This is your announcer, Erin Calaway. To learn more about Spoken Signal audio drama, hear our other productions, and get in touch, visit us at spokensignal.com.